morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything. I have no idea when you're listening to this, so I figured I'd cover all my bases at once. Your teacher wants you to learn something about argument essay writing. Sounds really exciting, doesn't it? Maybe not, but here's the deal. It's actually a very powerful tool if you can learn something about it. And that's the goal today, is just sort of like a little introduction. We call it an overview, but it's basically an introduction to what this thing is. Now, you might be getting the cold sweats right now saying, I don't even know what any of those words were you said, Ms. Lagana. Okay, fair enough. But the thing is, I'm going to let you know you actually know something about this. If you went to elementary school here in Glastonbury, you've actually heard some of those words before. I know you know what an argument is. You've had them with your parents. My kids have had them with me. I don't win many of them, but they've had them. So I know what they're like. Here's what we're going to do. I've got a video lined up. I thought it was a pretty good video. We're going to go through the video. And then to the right, if you look on the screen, I've got a few things here that you can go ahead and take a look at while the video is playing. And it basically highlights the key points of the video. The goal, again, is to get an overview, introduce you to these terms that you already know. And I already mentioned you know some of these. Here's my proof. Back in grade 5, you had the great debate, at least what 5th grade teachers thought was a great debate. You argued about what was better. Is it chocolate milk or is it regular milk? Which one is dominant? Which one's the best one for you? You had a debate about it. I know some of you are probably screaming on the other end, please no, let's not do that again. No worries. We're not going to do that to you. We're past that. We're on to deeper things at this point in life. Things like, should you have school uniforms? Or how about this one? Should e-learning continue? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? What are the good and bad about it? I could go on and on forever. Here's what I'm not going to do. Go on and on forever. I'm going to play the video, let you sit and watch it for a little bit, then I'll stop and I'll give a little wrap up. Remember, this is an introduction to something that you'll be working on with your teachers.
We speak student!
Argument essay, a la Schmoke. Is Bieber's hair more awesome than Cousin It's? Should weekends be extended to 4 days instead of the measly 2 we currently have? Are dogs better than cats?
Say cats are better.
No matter how you answered any of these questions, you're already in the thick of an argument. And hopefully you didn't tick off any cats in the process. They're unforgiving creatures. In writing, arguing has nothing to do with the decibel level of your voice.
You're wrong.
Woo! An argument essay persuades your readers to make a change. This change could be a mental change, a different way of thinking, or an actual change in a policy or practice. It's wide open. Here's a classic example. I'm 16 years old and I just got my driver's license. Therefore, I'm clearly more than capable of driving your new Porsche Turbo. Try saying that to one of your parents and he or she will probably say, yeah, right. But give them evidence and support your claim. Show them how you can drive in reverse in a straight line for 100 feet and parallel park a Hummer into a parking spot meant for motorcycles, and you just might succeed in changing their mind. So when you're presenting an argument, your reader must see things from your point of view. You can't let them just brush it off because they don't agree with you right off the bat. It's on you to persuade them by providing support for your arguments and effectively shooting down any potential counter-arguments. All through it, keep your tone civil and polite, or your reader will toss aside your paper.
And there you go. That's your your overview to argument essay writing. On the right side again, you see some of the terms that came up in the video. They talk about persuading somebody that your side is right. They talk about making a claim and supporting with evidence. We're going to talk about this really big word right here, relevant. It's a big deal. We'll get to it eventually. And then, of course, we have what's called the counter argument. Your teachers may not all ask you to do that, but I kind of like the idea of working on a counter argument, and only because it makes your actual argument a lot stronger. And then, of course, you have to have a conclusion. I mean, we can't possibly give you an assignment without some type of written conclusion. It just is not possible for teachers to do that. All right, and that's it. So if you have questions, please don't direct them to me, direct them to your English teacher. Have a good day.